Hello, beautiful people. Annebaks is back. Traffic in Lagos, man. I've been in traffic for the past 4 hours, and I just choose to not to allow it to affect my mood this Monday morning. So that's not what I'm about to say. I'm here to take my second dose of my COVID-19 vaccination. I'm in the COVID center. If you can see, this is the isolation center of Lagos State. I'm here now. When I took my first shot, they gave me this card for my first shot. But by the time my second shot was ready, they had run out of vaccine. So I'm here today to take my second shot, and I choose to use my platform to create awareness for people. Like today, I boarded a bus, a cab that had 8 seaters, passenger seaters, and you can imagine that I was the only one wearing masks. I was looking so strange. And if you see on the road, you see the multitude of people, very few people wearing masks. And some people are wearing masks, but it's not a face mask. It's more like a chin mask. So I'm in the COVID center here right now, which is like an isolation center sectioned into a center where they are giving the vaccination. So I'm here today. So what am I driving at? See, because you do not know anyone that has contacted the COVID-19 does not mean that it does not exist. Just because you do, it's just like saying that the wind, because you can't touch it, it doesn't exist. It actually exists. Good afternoon. I'm here for vaccine.
Second dose?
Yeah, second dose.
It's not here again.
Where is the second? Where?
It's not.
Okay, they said the second dose is actually not here where I got my first dose. Who do you say you ask? That man there. So I'm going to the information center to ask. And so because you don't know anyone that has contacted, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's just like saying that the wind that you feel, where?
No longer here. You go to military hospital.
Military hospital. Which one? The first one?
Yes, 68.
68. Is it the first one going or this one close to you?
As you're going out, second one.
Second one. Okay. So they directed me to the military hospital. That's where I will get my second dose. So I'm actually walking back. So just like the wind, I can feel the wind, I can touch it, but I can't see it. So it's the same way with this COVID-19. Don't worry, I'm walking there. That doesn't mean that it does not exist. It exists. It will not be nice for you to say until you see someone or you know someone that has contacted it before you believe that it exists. It actually exists. Let's see, there's this phrase that says prevention is better than cure. Why don't you prevent it? If you don't have it yet, why not take the precaution of preventing instead of, you get to the point where it's an a die no situation. So what am I really saying, in order to encourage us? I have 2 boys. I'll use them as a scenario. My first boy, when he goes to take his vaccination, all through that day he will be crying and will be cranky. Even my landlady will come and ask what the situation is. Fast forward, when I had my second son, when he goes for his vaccination, once they inject him, he doesn't make any sound, he doesn't feel, there is no reaction at all. So that's to say, what do I mean? That's to say that people's body system are different. Irrespective that I gave birth to them, they react to vaccine differently. So is the situation with us human beings. It's not going to kill you. When I took my first dose, I did not have any reaction. Some people will have reaction like maybe headache, just a little bit of feverish condition, but it doesn't kill you. Instead, you're preventing what should have come. You are getting yourself prepared for the worst case scenario, and you are building. The thing is, make sure you're building your immune system. I'm out of the isolation center now. I'm heading towards the military hospital where they told me that's where they give the second shot, the second dose. So I'm going there. Once I get there, we'll see, what happens. So what am I saying? So in using that scenario, I'm encouraging you, if you've not gotten yours, please go and do that. If not for the sake of yourself, for the sake of your community. And your community starts from your family. If you have children, it starts from your children. They've not started giving children, so it starts from your children. Showing love is doing things that might affect your neighbor. Yeah, your neighbor might be your children, your neighbor, your community. So I encourage you. And once you've taken there's no big deal wearing these masks. If you're not comfortable with these fabric masks, get the surgical masks. Now they sell it for 50 naira. You can now fortify it. You can get different colors to match different of your clothing attire. You can get to match different of your clothing attire. The thing is, let's stay safe. If you don't want to wash your hands, you can get a sanitizer, pending the time you get home to do the thorough washing. So what am I driving at? You see, I know I cannot convince everybody. I cannot reach out to everybody, but just one person that I reach out to, actually makes a difference. I just want to reach one person, that person reach one person. I'm just an ordinary citizen making an extraordinary difference, that I've gotten my own shot. You can see my card. This is an evidence that I've gotten the first shot, and I'm here to get the second shot. Believing and trusting, being positive that nothing will happen. Even if I have reaction this time around, I know I'm going to come out of it, strong. I'm still on my way to the military hospital. It's just a walking distance away from here, and the schools are just closing now, so I'm somewhere on the way leading to the military hospital. That's also a center. Look for the center that is closest to you, a primary health center that is close to your locality, and go and get your shots today if you've not gotten. Encourage the people around you, to go and get, their shots. So I believe, there is this thing that I believe. If you've not trusted God to heal an headache for you, don't test God by saying God healed COVID-19 for you when you have not trusted God in the little things. So I ask you to trust. If you've not trusted God in the little things, God created those that created the vaccination. And once the vaccine has come out, for us to be able to prevent what is preventable. And if you are in the news, you would have heard now that they're also thinking of rolling out a third vaccination. We don't know when this COVID will actually totally be away from our environment. And I know you've heard of climate change, so we don't know when it will be gone. We don't even know if it has come to stay with us. So now we have to find out methods, come up with strategies of how to live with this, will I say evil is a necessary evil now, to live with this necessary evil, while going by our daily activities. Would you have minded that everybody, as people are walking on the streets, that people are dropping dead on the streets before you believe that it exists? So I don't think that you are such a kind of, I don't think that that's the kind of person you are. If whatever fear that is making you not take the vaccination, there is no fear. As I said, reactions differ from one person to one person. Do you understand? Just do it for the sake of, in case, just to be on the safe side. And if you're a parent, you have children, do it for the sake of your children, that you're encouraging them to obey the rules and the laws of the land. You might not do it because of the government. You might think, the government is just exploiting us, using it, to make money. You know what? That's actually not your issue. Your own is, do your own. Choose to do that which is right. Choose to, do it for your own sake and the sake of your community within around you. I hope this encouragement of mine has given someone, encouraged someone, to take the bold step. I'm actually in the military hospital now. I need to ask them to take the bold step to go and take the vaccination. I can see some people coming out. People are going to take this vaccine. So why not? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
They said I should come here for my second dose. I'm coming from my
It's over for today. Come tomorrow.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Close since
Okay.
12:30.
See you later. I'll see you in my next video.